My name is Fred Malik. I'm the Managing Director of the Fortified Programs at the Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety.
And I'm Mike Thomas, Director of Storm Restoration, Learning and Development here at GAF.
Mike, this is our 1 year sort of anniversary of our unique alliance. And, it's an opportunity for us to kind of reflect on why did we decide that an alliance was the right thing to do, and what are we trying to accomplish with that? From your perspective, what makes the alliance a good thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of thought went into it, right? A lot of back and forth on how to do this the right way and truly be a difference maker in the industry. And so for GAF, it was about getting our contractors prepared to be able to offer the best roofing system they can to a homeowner who's, whether they're impacted by the storm or just needs to re-roof, that they're going to be set up for the best chance of success when severe weather comes, based on all the research IBHS has done over the years. And allowing them to be leading edge, allow them to have access to the training by use of our care team, try and be the first movers to really make this more mainstream and expand that footprint of fortified homes across the country.
Yeah, and for us, I mean, the whole purpose of Fortified is to help people have better outcomes on really bad days, and we needed to try to figure out how we were going to expand the availability of contractors. The number one question that we get when somebody's looking to Fortify is, who are the contractors that can do this work for me? And that was, a thing that we, challenge we were struggling with for a while, and trying to figure out how do we do that? How do we do that at scale? And, when you and I met and we started talking about what this opportunity looks like, I mean, you're a huge player in the roofing space, and you have a wonderful contractor network already built. And I'm not the brightest bulb on the tree, but I was able to recognize, hey, there's a real opportunity here. We don't have to go out and build something on our own. We can tap into the experience and the quality of the folks that you guys are already working with. And so, making sure that we could improve access, we could clearly communicate that there was an opportunity to the roofing industry and the roofing contractors, that homeowners want this, and then bring those parties together. I mean, it's been really great. You guys pulled off a huge win for us. I mean, 500 some odd contractors trained in the last year. We reached 21,500 designations last year. GAF products were on over a third of those, roofs. So, I mean, in just the first year of the alliance, it's been pretty awesome results.
Yeah, and it's the feedback that we're getting from the contractors. They like being able to offer something that is not only just different when they're sitting at the kitchen table of a homeowner, something that someone else may not have offered because maybe they're not in a super fortified heavy state, but it's different with a purpose.
Yeah.
And it has the ability to tie into, the additional warranty coverage we offer now on a fortified roof and truly take care of that homeowner. The feedback's been that the training, the certification, they feel leading edge with this and being able to take care of a homeowner. And when they're talking about their roof and the value proposition of protecting, for most people, their largest asset, they have something and a solution that is built on all of your research, and our work together has allowed it to be just more common for what our contractors are offering at those table conversations with Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, I mean, and making it a compelling business case is important, but I think the other things that's really been awesome over the last year is that we've been able to really focus on outcomes. And what are those outcomes? Those outcomes are, bringing these better opportunities for homeowners that, whether they're on the hurricane coast, they happen to be someplace that has severe convective storms and tornado risk, or, heck, hail's driving, as from your previous life and where you are now, hail's driving billions of dollars in losses every single year.
Absolutely.
Every one of those dollars represents a homeowner who's got to deal with trying to recover. And so working together, we've been able to get that information where it needs to be so that people can make really informed decisions about how to change what the future looks like.
For sure. And the carrier aspect of it, I mean, hail is a huge driver, and so the carriers have really leaned into it. And we're seeing, our contractor feedback is the expansion of the endorsements, things along those lines. Your homeowner doesn't want to deal with the deductible every couple of years for the sake of a free roof. It's not $500 anymore. It's $5,000. All right, it's a whole different world. And so as the carriers lean into it, I love the phone calls I get from our contractors when they say, hey, got this fortified roof thing on this claim. How does that work? It's like, well, we have it all. We understand what it is. We know what it is. We have the products. We can guide you through it. And truly allow that momentum that is coming from the carrier side of we want more fortified roofs out there. we're able to be a part of that through this alliance by knowing what that is and having the training that's taken place and having that huge network.
Yeah, and roofing contractors really are the gatekeepers. You can't get a fortified home unless you have a fortified roof. You can't have a fortified building unless you have a fortified roof on it. And so, that's a pretty awesome responsibility to sort of be in control of whether somebody can access that or not. And so, roofing contractors, I think they really like the opportunity to be able to be the one that helps their customer access these growing types of incentives, to have the roof be the thing that is performing, that's keeping people able to get back to normal faster under these really extreme circumstances. The other thing too is this alliance helps us translate what we're doing on the research side and what insurance companies are looking for into greater insurability for the end user.
Yeah.
Right? And what does that mean? Greater insurability can mean things like more access. Are there more people that are willing to write your home? Greater affordability. If you're a better risk and you can demonstrate that through something like a third-party designation, maybe pricing can be more favorable. So, that's really where things are heading, and it is kind of neat to be able to be working with a network of contractors like yours and help them be on that front leading edge, that this is where things are moving, so let's be the first ones out there.
Absolutely, and that's where the alliance has truly allowed us to be a difference maker. As there needs to be an expansive footprint, or show that people know, or contractors know what Fortified is in a new community. That's where we've been able to really lean into it and get that area up to speed and have contractors there to fulfill what's out there, whether it's an initiative or a carrier driving it or a premium discount. But until the roofer is there to help the rubber meet the road, those things don't really work. And so it's been a joy to, over the first year, have those stories of contractors being able to help someone reach that discount in the market that they didn't know was even there by the contractor education. As
good as last year was, this year, we're gonna hit 100,000 fortified homes in the U.S. We're on building up enough momentum, and we're pushing into places like the Great Plains, the Midwest, the Northeast. Those kinds of opportunities are really, I think, interesting for folks that are in the roofing contracting space. What are the things that we can do different, or what are the things that we can do that helps drive business where we are? This is, I think for a long time, resilience was considered to be a hurricane-focused
for sure
kind of thing, But now people are starting to recognize, hey, this can apply in my community.
No, it's a Gulf thing. It's a Gulf thing. Well, it's not a Gulf thing, and it's funny because I can see where our contractors are really leaning into it and offering the fortified roof and putting them on, and to see it pop up in New Jersey or pop up in Minnesota, in a true hail market, dominated by hail over the past few years, to where the homeowners they're now leaning into it, and we've got the contractors there to continue to grow it wherever it needs to expand, and is wherever it gains steam. It's blossoming, and it's been awesome to be a part of it. And looking forward to this year, just continuing on that and increasing the number of fortified roofs out there.
Yeah, and we're gonna use our alliance this year to continue to multiply our reach. Make sure that we can reach more contractors, reach more homeowners, and ultimately reach better outcomes. Yeah, we really appreciate it, Mike, and thanks for all we've done in the last year.
Looking forward to continuing with it.
All right, man.